Conversations with the Empress. I am the Empress, and as you could tell by my attire, it's Freaky Friday, the day we've all been waiting for. At least I have, and you know I love a Freaky Friday. Before we get started and I talk about my fabulous fit for the night, please go like, share, and subscribe. All of those wonderful things. Do your girl a favor. Hit that like button right about now. Thank you. Okay, tonight's fit. I was feeling a little animalistic. And I actually have never worn this outfit. Found it in my closet, you know. I just had this old thing laying around. But yeah, it's kind of like, I guess that's like leopard print or cheetah or something. And you know, it kind of falls in line with the primal topic we're going to be talking about tonight, golden showers. Okay, golden showers, also known as pee play, piss play, water sports. The proper term, scientific term is urolagnia. Basically is people who get some type of sexual gratification off of being peed on, or the person doing it gets sexual gratification from peeing on the person. This type of play is very common. It used to be really taboo back in the day, but not so much anymore. For negative reasons, really. I mean, R. Kelly really brought that to light during his whole fiasco all those years ago with peeing on the girl. But that's a whole other story. But that's what really brought it to the forefront, which really wasn't a good thing because people look at it in a negative way because of that. However, it doesn't stop grown consenting adults from being into it. And if you're a grown and consenting adult, it's perfectly fine to be into pee play, okay? So let's talk about like the different reasons why people like pee play. From a submissive standpoint, the humiliation of it could be enjoyable if you're a submissive or a slave and you're slave-minded. The control of it, the not having a choice about it, where it goes. Also for me, I know I've been peed on one time in my life, and I did it out of curiosity because I didn't know how I felt about it. And you know how I am, like when I'm indifferent about things or unsure about things, I'll just try them because I need to know either way. So, you know, my experience, I still was indifferent about it. What I did enjoy about it, because I was in a dynamic at the time as its own submissive, in my experience, when your dom or your master pees on you, it's taken as a compliment because this basically they're marking their territory. It's very primal, and in the wild, that's what animals do when they mark their territory. They pee on it and spray on it, and that's how you know it's theirs. So in that aspect, I enjoyed it. Outside of that, I really didn't feel any type of way about it. It didn't really do anything for me outside of that. So for me, it comes down to the connection that I have with the person who's doing it to me, because I have to have a crazy connection with you to let you do that to me anyway. That's the submissive sides to it. The dominant side to it, that a dom would get enjoyment out of it, is the being able to humiliate their slave, being able to take control in that way and mess them up and mark their territory. So I mean, it's kind of, if you meet somebody that's into that and you're into that, that's going to be something that you guys can do forever, because you're never going to run out of pee. And if that person loves it, you guys are going to be pee play partners forever. There are lots of different ways that you can do pee play depending on, you know, what you're comfortable with. Some people will let you pee all over them in their house or whatever and don't care. Me personally, I prefer to do it in like a bathroom type of scenario because it's easier to clean up. I have a lot of clients, a lot of slaves that come to me for that type of service. I charge a lot for that service because it's not necessarily something that Like, if you're my slave and you want me to pee on you, I only do that for exceptional service, like exceptional, above and beyond service. Because for me, if I'm peeing on you, that's a reward. You know, that's a gift. That's a, you know, you did a wonderful job and I'm going to give you this. Okay. But then you do have some people who just like to do it, like to pee on people, just like doing it. And I'm not really one of those types of people. I can do it, you know, in a professional setting for the right price. If you're my slave, it's reserved for exceptional service. There's lots of different scenarios you could set up for pee play. You could use it as a punishment. I know I had a slave and he always wanted my pee, but that was a reward. So when I would punish him, I would make him drink his own, and he hated it. But I enjoyed it in a sadistic way, you know, lecturing him and making him take huge gulps of his pee. Like, yeah, I'm a little sick and twisted, but I did enjoy that. And people line up to have you do that. That and pegging, that's the two top ones. And also foot play is huge. What I will say about pee, for those of you who are like disgusted by it or whatever, pee is sterile, okay? That's why when you get stung by a jellyfish, they say let somebody pee on you, because it neutralizes everything because it's sterile. It's also safe to drink pee. If you're in the desert and you don't have any water, you can survive off of drinking your pee. So it's not as disgusting as you think. Although it can be disgusting depending on what the person has been drinking and eating. Like, if you're dealing with somebody who sits up and eats Cheetos all day and drinks Coke all day, yeah, their pee is probably not going to be great. It's probably going to be really rank. But, you know, what I would say is, if you know you're going to do pee play with somebody, drink water all day. You know, drink water for a couple days if you're not a water drinker. People who are natural water drinkers, y'all never had an issue. Your pee is clean most of the time anyway. But if you want to make sure that it's really clean, just drink water. I mean, I remember when it happened to me, my dom at the time was drinking water all day. And here I am oblivious. Like, why is he drinking so much water? Like, I found out. But that definitely helps to make it more enjoyable when your pee is clean. I've also done things where I would pee on my slave and just make him sit there in it until I was ready to give him permission to take a shower, which really wasn't a punishment because he would love that. But I don't really know what's the real big reason why people love pee play so much. But what I will say is, at the end of the day, I feel like it's the extremeness of it. By letting somebody do that to you, it builds the bond that you have with the person you're playing with. The fact that you could say, I really like being peed on, and this person will take a full-on piss on you because you like that. I mean, it builds a bond. And like, that's how I feel about the more taboo, extreme things. I feel like people are drawn to them because it builds the bond. And I don't have any problems with it. Like, I don't judge nobody's kinks. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into. I might not rock with it, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But I'm definitely not judging you for what you like. So, just trying to make sure I covered everything. I did want to tell you guys one story about pee play. This is before I really knew about it, like how big it was. Old Faithful had taken me to a BDSM club, and I don't remember the name of it, but it was a great BDSM club. It had like lots of different like things that you could try, from wax play to being caged to being suspended, fire play. Like, they had everything. But what I'm gonna say is, I didn't want to use the bathroom in the place because the bathrooms were covered in pee, because all the pee play people, that was their playground, was the bathroom. So there had to be about 4 or 5 bathrooms in this place, and I would say 4 out of the 5 of them was like pee play heaven for the pee people. It's a lot of pee people out here, okay? But I didn't know it at the time, so it was definitely a learning experience. You never know, like, your partner might be into it and they're just not telling you. But even if you've been in the shower with your partner and they peed on you in the shower, that's a little pee play. I'm sorry, you on the fringe. But if you're looking to build a bond with your partner and experience something a little taboo, pee play might be for you. Also, when talking about pee play, I want you guys to also understand that you don't necessarily have to have somebody pee on you to be into pee. I'll give you 2 examples. There used to be a guy that worked at my job. We was mad cool with each other. He used to sit in an office that was close to the ladies' room because he would get off on hearing us pee during the day. Just hearing the pee would turn him on. And if you had a weak stream, he didn't like that. He liked the people who had like strong streams, like they had been holding it and had to go. Like he was specifically like that. So he would get off just on hearing it. Okay. He also would get off on like, pornos or videos of women like lifting their skirts and peeing in the street or peeing by a tree or something like that. It would really turn him on. I know in my personal experience, I had a submissive here and I had him tied on my door jamb restraint system, butt naked. And I was in the bathroom taking a pee just because I had to pee. And I'm looking at him and he's getting a full on erection just from hearing me pee, watching me wipe myself. He had a full on erection. So you being into golden showers or pee doesn't necessarily mean you're into somebody peeing on you. There's lots of peripheral reasons or things about it that might turn you on. And like with anything, like I don't ask questions about why things turn me on anymore, because you drive yourself crazy trying to get down to the bottom of why something turns you on. All I do is say, okay, this turns me on. Let me explore it. Okay. If in some point in time I find out why I like it, cool. If I don't, I don't. Because questioning why you like something just going to talk you out of doing the shit. And so for me, I don't question it. Even today, like I was talking to Old Faithful on the phone and we always have our kinky BDSM conversations. And I was telling him about how I identify as a puppy in my submissive side and a cat in my dominant side. And, we were talking. He was like, well, how far have you gone with the puppy play thing? And I'm like, not that far other than what me and him do. Like, he put a leash collar on me. I might drink water out of a bowl, crawl around on my hands and knees, get petted, like stuff like that. I also have a tail, like a fox tail, like an anal plug, but it's a tail. But he was like, he said something to me that made me have like that twinge of being turned on and I didn't know it turned me on, but he said, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little hot just thinking about it. He said, if you could have a whole puppy area with a playpen and everything and wee-wee pads, you would probably love that. So when he said wee-wee pads, like I was like, oh, okay, I got a little turned on by that. I said, oh, maybe I might be into peeing on a wee-wee pad in front of him. Who knows? But I know when he said that, I was feeling a little something, feeling a little type of way when he said that. But even me, see, I'm not really into pee play. But when he said that, that pinged on something. And I know it has something to do with the whole probably humiliation of it or whatever. Because I do like a little bit of humiliation, a little bit of degradation. I do like that. Okay. If I'm subbing to you, I do like that. Okay. But it did something to me when he said that. And I was like, oh, okay, that means I need to try it because it did something to me when he said it. So, it's just funny how our minds work, how our bodies and our minds work together. What I will say is this, okay? If you're out here and you are into whatever you're into and you have no shame in it and you could say, this is what I'm into, you are a free person, okay? So I don't knock anybody for what they're into, what they like to do. And if you can say what you like to do with pride and confidence and not care, hats off to you. My respect goes out to you because you're free. And when I tell people I'm free, that's why. Because there's nothing about me that I'm not afraid to just say, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. Do it like this. Don't do it like that. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, I'm free. Okay? And I'm free also in the sense that I just don't really care what people think about it. Like, I'm pretty sure some people watch my show and like, oh my God, this girl's a freak, or she's nasty, she's this. I don't care. Think whatever you want to think about me. I'm free and I'm happy with me. So If that means I want to pee on a wee-wee pad and get petted like a puppy, that's my business, okay? And whatever you like is your business too, all right? Anyway, that's my show. I hope it was informative as per usual. If you like this show, you want to see more, please go like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Conversations with the Empress. And until we meet again, smooches.